Students of 8th class, let us learn Civics, second chapter, the Union Executive. So, students, we can also say this chapter, central government or the union government. So, the head of the union government or the union executive is president. He's a nominal head or a constitutional head. The real head is prime minister and the council of ministers. Okay, that is the council of ministers here. So, president has legislative powers. He summons, prorogues the house. That means he invites the members of the house, both the house, and address them. Then he finishes the sessions. That is the prorogue the sessions. Then he can nominate 12 members. Okay, he issues ordinances during emergency and so on. Then we have executive powers. All the appointments are done by Prime Minister, Union Council of Ministers, governors, judges of Supreme Court and High Court, and all the higher officers. And he's the Supreme Commander of the Chief Commander of Armed Forces. So that is his powers. Okay, he has a judicial power also. He can remit or forgive the punishment of a prisoner or and financial powers also. President causes the budget to be presented in the parliament, so no money bill can be introduced without his approval. So that is the power of the president. Then we have a vice president. Okay, second in hierarchical order. So he is ex officio of the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. He is elected same as the president, indirectly by the elected members, that is MLAs and the MPs. Okay, and he presides over the session of the House. And both president and vice president hold office for 5 years. They can be removed by the process of impeachment. Okay, it is written here. Then, students, we have a foremost person, the real head of the country, that is the prime minister. Okay, I told you, president is just nominal head. Whatever prime minister and the council of minister do, they do in the name of the president. But the real things are done by the prime minister and the council of minister. So we have prime minister as a head. He is elected the party which gets clear majority of the general election. Okay, and then prime minister gives portfolios and chooses cabinet ministers, that is the senior ministers, body of senior minister, who have important portfolios. Then there are minor departments held by the ministers of the states. Then, students, we have a assistant minister, that is known as the deputy ministers. So everything, all the departments are decided by the cabinet. Okay, and it's binding upon all the ministers, and they are collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. The members of the Lok Sabha can question them in any of the lapses occurring in India. Okay, students. So then, students, what is the eligibility? Person may be appointed as a minister. He should be member of either of the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. So Arun Jaitley was a finance minister earlier. He was not a member, but after becoming a minister, he became the member of Rajya Sabha. In the same way, uh, Manmohan Singh was a prime minister, so he did not contest any election, but he became a that means non-permanent member also can become uh, minister or prime minister, but they have to get a majority in either of the house. Then functioning, the prime minister allows that I have already told, allows the portfolio to the ministers, and prime minister and the council of minister are directly responsible to the Lok Sabha. Okay, now what is the position of the prime minister? Prime Minister selects other minister. He distributes portfolios among them. He presides over the cabinet meetings. The Prime Minister can also demand the resignation of any minister. He reports to the President on particular decisions. He advises the President on various appointments to important posts. So that means it is not the President who does, it is the Prime Minister and the Consular Minister who does all the appointments and summoning the House and proroguing the House and so on. Okay, then students, the foremost thing we have is the civil servants. Okay, Prime Minister and the Consular Minister come only for 5 years. President come only for 5 years. Okay, but civil servants remain forever until their retirement. Okay, the cabinet only formulates the policy while the real execution is left to the civil or public servants. They are members of any political party, are expected to be impartial in the implementation of policy or law. Okay, they are administration or permanent executives. So most of the civil servants at the center are selected by the Union Public Service Commission. So this is all from this chapter. The exercise have been sent in the group and question answer also. Thank you.